Here's a sneak peek at what's coming up on this episode of Ambitious Adventures.
Most people don't think of this as an entrepreneurial hotbed, but over the next few segments, we're going to show you some of the hottest young entrepreneurs who have gotten away from the corn and are making a huge impact and difference in the world. Let's go.
I'm Greg, a best-selling author and media personality who sold millions of dollars of products and services to help entrepreneurs start and grow their business.
I'm Brandon, a podcaster and crowdfunding expert that throws events across the country to help young entrepreneurs create their next 6 to 7 figure business.
And we're traveling the country to get the stories and the advantages from entrepreneurs who risked it all in order to share their products and their message with the world. This is Ambitious Adventures. Every 24 hours on the clock, more than 1,600 new businesses will open their doors. Yet, in those same 24 hours, more than 1,500 businesses will close their doors for the very last time. What makes one business idea a success and another just a memory? Well, we set out to Des Moines, Iowa to find the answer to that question and to give you 3 huge advantage points as you set out on your own ambitious business building adventure.
The music bed.
As a business owner, one of the biggest questions you have is, will someone buy my product or service? And so we met with Tres Mente Salsa in the heart of Des Moines, Iowa at the farmers market as they showed us how they validated their idea. First, they created their product and they tested their product. Second, they brought that product to market and saw if people really wanted that product. And third, they then took their product to the stores, the ultimate test for idea validation. Let's go down to the market and talk with Tres Mente Salsa. I think most people think of the farmer's market, they think of like grandma baking some cookies and selling them on the corner. But you guys are telling me like you're selling hundreds of jars of salsa. Like it's a legit business. It's not grandma selling some cookies to like make knitting money. It's like you can make legit money at a farmer's market. So talk to me about like what you learned about business from the farmer's market.
Yeah, man. Well, when we first started, we actually tried it out at work. I gave it for free to a lot of my coworkers to where it became a big hit. We found our idea. Now let's go test it out and see what we can do to sell it at these farmers markets. So it's a great atmosphere. And
well, you really learn, sharpen your sales skills. I mean, obviously sell your product, get good to it, because once you build it here, then you want to take it to the stores, and that's where those skills transcend.
It's crazy to believe that this is where it all started for me and my brother. So this is where it happened right here, guys, is the spot where we started.
And nobody took your spot.
So yeah, this is where it all started for us, man.
So what was one of maybe your like favorite experiences here?
I think one of the most memorable times I ever had was when I was standing here and a gentleman came up, he tried our salsa, and he said, you know what? I make salsa. It's probably better than this. And you know what? I looked him dead in the face and I said, you probably do, but I know mine will sell in the grocery stores one day.
What's crazy is like people just see this. They see the market, they see people waiting in line to get their wares, but how does it all happen? And that's what we're gonna get to see next.
What I'm excited to see now, where Tres Mentes took their salsa to the stores.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
All right.
Welcome to Price Chopper.
Welcome back. How you doing? Hey, Jeff and Greg.
Good. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Jeff.
So we're at the Price Chopper.
I know it. Johnston, Iowa. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah, we're excited to be here. I mean, we love that you're supporting guys like this and giving them opportunities to grow their business beyond, just farmers markets and selling online. And so I think a lot of, if I'm just getting started, I'm intimidated by a Price Chopper or, a bigger chain or whatever the case is. How do they even start the relationship? Is it just coming in and saying hi and knowing what you guys need more so than just, well, I have the best tomatoes ever, because everyone's got the best tomatoes, right?
Exactly. It's just one of those things you run into them. Maybe it's on the streets or it's in the store, or they're in checking you out, and you carry on the conversation and you start talking to them. Before you know it, bam, they're on your shelves.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
After talking to Jeff for a few minutes, we convinced him to let us use his produce kitchen to chop it up with Philip and Angelo and test Brandon's ability to chow down on a fresh pepper.
So how was it your first time around making the salsa? I mean, I bet there were some times you probably put way too many peppers in.
Yep.
Maybe
A lot of trial and error.
I knew the second I put that pepper in my mouth, I was going to regret it. Phil was just throwing ingredients in, and I said, guys, let's write it down. Because I was already thinking ahead that if we're gonna make it the exact same, we gotta know exactly how to do it, so that way we could, replicate it.
That's hot.
What did you just have?
Pepper. I could barely speak. My eyes are watering, and it was over for me.
That's so hot.
We're telling Brandon's story right now.
Now you gotta go,
Which
man.
one? Just this guy?
Eat it. No, the whole thing.
Like this?
No. You eat this. You like eat it. Put it in your mouth. Eat it all.
I'm not gonna eat the whole
Eat
thing.
it
I'm gonna take
all,
a bite
man.
of it.
Eat it all.
Oh man, it's happening.
Eat right now.
It's coming to me now. I could take some water too. And I'm trying to like ask them serious questions about like how they end, like you're just in the background like melting away.
Give me a water.
Give me water. Terrible idea. But I guess it goes to show you like you need to validate your product, right? Because what you might think is really spicy, someone else doesn't think is spicy. And so getting it to the market, you know, it's really important for them because if I bought your product from the farmer's market and I got home and I looked like you looked,
I don't think anybody would buy that.
There'd be no more sales of that product. It'd be done. Something that's cool about being a store the price shopper is you get to try the peppers. But like in stores are probably cool too, like doing like some sampling and doing what you did at the farmer's market, but now taking it and replicating it.
Yeah, and I will say, man, it's one of those aha moments when you start making this. I mean, we first started making this stuff out of my mom's kitchen, putting up, 4 blenders together and start blending it up. And it's a humbling feeling when you look out on those store shelves and you're just like, wow, slap the label on it, threw it in a jar,
Like, that's
and it's ready there. That's us, that's ours.
So that was really cool to see 2 guys who just had an idea and now they started selling it and they got it in the grocery stores and they're building a dream business just based off a crazy idea that they had. And I bet you have a crazy idea that you want to bring to market. Well, the first thing starts with making that crazy idea come to life. Make your minimum viable product. Get something that you can offer to the marketplace and then find a way to get it to the marketplace, whether that's through going to the farmer's market and setting up your stand, whether that's, putting it up for sale on Amazon or eBay or Etsy or, your own website. And then it's getting people to not just say, yeah, that's a cool idea, but getting them to actually buy your product. That is the ultimate way to validate your idea, and it's the first step to growing your own ambitious business.
When we get back on Ambitious Adventures, we head out to meet Darian Baugh from Men's Style Lab, who put us up to a challenge of who wore it better.
Music bed.
So cool, you validated your idea. You have people buying your product or service. The next thing you need to do is you need to deliver a world-class customer experience. You need to get people excited about your product. And so we traveled to the flagship store of Men's Style Lab to hang out with Darian Baugh, who showed us how he's delivering a world-class experience, whether people come into a store or the thousands of customers who buy his products and services online. And we wanted to know what makes a great customer experience. Let's go down to the store and find out.
Men's Style Lab is a men's fashion concierge service where members receive 5 stylist selected items delivered right to their door. They try the clothes on, they keep what they like, and they send back the rest.
Going to see Darian, like he knows his stuff, but I don't think many guys like us know how to dress ourselves.
No, not at all, which is why I'm super excited. And I think here he comes because we are outside of Men's Style Lab. This is gonna be fun.
I'm stoked.
Dude, let's say
What
hi.
is going on, bud?
Hey,
How's it
welcome.
going? Good to see
Darian,
you.
Greg Rollett, man, what's happening?
Great to meet you, Greg.
Yeah, man.
Hey, welcome to Men's Style Lab. We're so excited that you're here.
Dude, I'm excited. We need some style.
I would agree.
Dude, this is awesome. Like even the fact like you have the dressing room and like literally 20 feet over is a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfectly designed for a male shopping experience, right? Guy will come in to this space, he'll set an appointment with the stylist, and but first things first is she'll serve him a complimentary drink. So can I serve you guys a beer to get started?
Oh man.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no to
No,
that.
like,
What about you?
it's beautiful, man. Let's do it.
The idea for us is that men typically hate shopping, and we want to make it as comfortable as it can be.
We don't want to make a decision.
Well, I don't know that that shirt should go with that jacket, should go with that pocket square. Like, just, that looks good, just hook me up.
Yeah, make it easy. Nobody wants to spend their time
Like for
on it.
example, like just I don't think that goes together. Does that look? I'm sorry, man.
That sounds like a jab.
Ouch.
I don't know.
I'll take it. All right. Well, that's why we're here. That's why we're here right now.
Well, here's the deal. I can help hook you guys up. Let's get some clothes, and we'll give you the first-hand experience.
I love it. Cheers. Let's go. So, do you think my stylist can get me 6-pack abs like this?
All right, Greg, I want to
All
introduce
right.
you to your stylist. This is Aaron. Aaron, this is Greg.
Aaron, nice to meet you.
Brandon, this is Emmy. Brandon.
Hi, Brandon.
Nice to meet you.
Emmy's gonna make sure that you look great.
So we're gonna look better than them, right?
So much better.
Because I'm very competitive.
Well, so I already have some things picked out for you, but I wanted to learn what you are looking for first. So I guess I'm curious about what you typically wear, like on a day-to-day basis. If you're looking for like a special event or weekend.
Yeah, so obviously I'm on camera a lot.
Right.
You know, host a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Usually jeans, button-downs, blazers. Kind of, you know, the norm. I'm in Florida 90% of the time, so it's 100+ degrees right now.
Okay.
It's like a comfortable, relaxed fit. Like, you know, when I was like 17 years old, like that kid, I used to wear like tight-fitting stuff, but now I'm like dad mode now. So like we're Matt Damon dad mode more
Okay,
so than.
I can work with that, no problem.
So what do you think would look good on me?
Well, first let me ask you, what's your day-to-day look like? What type of clothes are you generally wearing?
So every day is different for me. Like sometimes I like to look just fashionable. Some days I wear whatever, but I like the hipster. Like I don't care.
Hipster? Did you say hipster?
Yes, like hipster. Like
What are you like? 16? Where's your mustache, bro?
I'm 26, man. so like I just like to look like, hey, I am who I am, but I want to look cool. You know what I mean?
Sure. All right, so I have some great things picked out for you. I'm gonna go grab them and I'll be right back. Okay?
Sweet. Awesome.
I think the more I drink, the better I'm gonna look.
I think so too, and I think the people watching gotta have more beers to tell you look better. And for me,
Dude, it's on. These pants are sick. All right, what are these? There's no way Brandon T. Adams is gonna look this good.
they were customizing the clothing based off of what you do on an everyday basis. And right there when they asked me, so like, what do you do? What's your regular like outfit? From that, they were able to cater directly to us. And I felt like they cared about me. They weren't, I wasn't just a number.
One of the cool things that we got to do there was we kind of got to walk the runway, which was really fun. And again, it goes back to experience. They didn't have to do that. The staff like came away from their work just to give us an extra experience while we were there. And it's something that I'll never forget, you know, for the rest of my life. And the cool part about experience, if you can create that experience, people will pay more as well. So you don't have to compete on price anymore. I think a lot of people are just like, well, my experience is that I'm just gonna be the cheapest. We don't necessarily want the cheapest, we want the best. We want the best experience. And so am I willing to pay double the price for a shirt because I got that experience?
So Darren, you showed us a store, you saw how everything went, we tried stuff on, we even had some beers.
Exactly.
So what I really want to know is, who looks better?
Who stepped their style game up at Men's Style Lab?
You know, in my book, you're both winners. I might say that Greg gets the most improved style award.
I agree.
Based on how you guys came in here today. No,
I'll take it. I'll take it.
In all fun, we got a box here for both of you guys. Thank you guys for spending time here in the Style Lab.
Thanks so much, my man.
And appreciate you guys stopping by.
Definitely, man. This has been awesome, and you definitely are an ambitious entrepreneur, my friend.
Thank you very much.
So I had a blast at Men's Style Lab. It was really cool. Not only did I get to sip a beer and feel relaxed, but I got to be stylized by my own stylist. How cool was that? And it really taught me some key lessons about creating a great customer experience. And as you go out to start your own business or improve your business, you need to think about how can you make your customer feel relaxed from the minute they walk in, because they don't want to feel pressured into a sale. And getting that beer and having him pour that into the glass, it just made all my fears just drop. And I was just like, cool, let's go and see what this experience is going to be like. And then it was about, you know, having this feeling of customization, because I don't want just that pair of jeans because that's the only one that's on the rack. I want to feel like it's being customized for me, for, you know, my size, my shape, for my likes, for what I want to look like. And then I love the human interaction. This is something that so many businesses get rid of these days because of technology and automation. And they feel like they can just put me on hold and I got to hit a bunch of buttons on the phone. It was having a real person that cared about me and cared about my wants and my needs that made this an over-the-top customer experience. And that is what you need to do as you go out to create your own ambitious business.
Up next on Ambitious Adventures.
This is what we call entrepreneurs in the corn. Think we're gonna find any entrepreneurs in the corn?
I don't know. There's bound to be one.
This is what we call entrepreneurs in the corn. So when most people think of Des Moines, Iowa, they think of something that looks a little something like this. Rows and rows and miles of corn. As entrepreneurs, we think that we can do it all. We think that we can be the salesperson and we can be the product creator and we can be the marketer and we can be the fulfillment person. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, where did my life go? Where did my time go? I have no time to see my wife. I have no time to see my kids. I don't have time to respond to emails. And it's not until you start bringing people on to help you fulfill your mission, to see your vision come true, that you can really grow as an entrepreneur. And so true growth as an entrepreneur is to build a team around you.
In the middle of all these cornfields is a multi-million-dollar facility and resource center built for young entrepreneurs and students at Iowa State University, Brandon's alma mater. We're here today to meet the founding team from Kennesaw, some of the youngest and brightest up-and-coming entrepreneurs who use this resource center to solve a global food issue that's affecting millions of people all over the world.
What I loved about Kennesaw is they had a core group of people who are all trying to make that vision come to life, because they don't have a marketing person, if they don't have a salesperson, if they don't have someone on social media, if they don't have someone boots on the ground in these countries, then the idea doesn't go anywhere. And I think that's what stops so many entrepreneurs is they're really good at their craft, but their craft isn't enough to make a complete vision come to life. And so you have to build a team so you have all the different components, all the different ingredients that can take this incredible idea, this great invention, this great product, this great service, and get it into the hands of as many people as possible. So Ella, talk to us a little bit about the idea. Like, where'd you guys come up with Kennesaw and why did you guys want to do this?
Yeah, so we're all global development majors, and we started as 4 students creating this project. And we were really passionate about it because we entered a business plan competition that was focused on ending world poverty.
So this is it right here.
Yeah, this is Kennesaw 1.0.
Version 1.0. So this was made in like backyards and garages and...
Yep, this was actually made at Clayton, and his dad helped put it together on his farm.
And so what does this try to do? Like, what is the goal of this? Because it looks like a humidor almost.
Yeah, so its main objective is just to maintain heat it up the fruit until it gets to a certain temperature and it's able to dehydrate, and then it kind of just zaps the fruit until the dehydration process is done. It's all natural conduction system, and it's really clean energy, a way to dehydrate your food.
I love when they showed us that first kind of prototype, and we both kind of thought to ourselves, like,
what is this?
What is this? And like, I don't know if I'd put my food in there, but again, when you're going out to third world countries and they have nothing, like having these types of things, and obviously they've built the product and expanded the product and all that, but it's just, this incredible team that just had the vision of, we're going to go into the barn or the garage and we're going to build something that people all over the world can use. I mean, that's powerful.
They're tackling something big, but the fact they have a team. I mean, without their team, they wouldn't be able to do that. And they have somebody that does social media, somebody that pitches for them, somebody that works with the manufacturer.
Yeah.
That team is how they become so successful.
How did you guys go from like the prototype to your first country? What was that like?
So our very first field testing happened last summer while we were in the Kamuli district of Uganda. We brought one of our homemade models with us, and it was one that we had made in my uncle's garage in Des Moines.
What do you know? Nice.
Yeah. A big question that I have, I think, because you guys started out more mission driven, like really want to help the world, and I think you're doing that. How do you keep that mindset knowing that now we need to go make some sales, we need to bring in some revenue? How do you not lose this picture that's behind you? Because I think that picture drives all you guys. How do you keep that, but also know like, hey, we got to make sales today?
I mean, it's really just knowing that we can't fulfill the mission if we don't have money coming in. Like, we cannot continue to create our international model and continue to push that out without having some sort of income so that we can continue to be working on it. So
yeah, if we give up on everyone else.
So as you're setting out to build your team, I think the first thing you need to do is you need to list out your strengths and your skill sets. What are the things that you love to do? What are the things that make you happy and bring out your unique genius? But then on the other side of that paper, I think you need to write down some of the things that are missing. What is, like, maybe you don't like selling. Well, then you need to find someone that can help sell. Maybe you aren't great at social media or Snapchat, because Brandon's doing all the Snapchatting over here. So you got to find someone that complements you. So I think as you're building out your team, what are you great at? What are your unique abilities? And then what are the things that you're not so good at? And those are the people that you want to have that ear out for, that you want to be looking for everywhere that you go, so you can build the best team to make your vision come to life.
It's It's been a long couple days in Des Moines, Iowa, but we simply couldn't leave downtown without making a final dash to Fong's Pizza. World-renowned for its crab rangoon pizza and island-inspired drinks, this pizza joint with an Asian twist is a Des Moines staple. So before we packed our bags and bid the city farewell, we chopped it up for one last slice, some kamikaze shots, and final thoughts from our adventure.
I keep thinking about the 3 big advantage points that we discovered right here in Des Moines. Number 1, validating your business idea. As Philip and Angelo of Tres Mentes taught us, you need to go right to the market and have them be the deciding factor if you have a winning business idea or not. Number 2, you must deliver a world-class customer experience. Darian from Men's Style Lab reminded us that no matter how great your product is, and even if the market wants your product, they're not going to keep coming back unless you make them feel great. And number 3, every ambitious business needs a world-class team. As the team at Kennesaw showed us, one person can't change the world by themselves. But when you have a team all fighting for the same mission, anything is possible. Now it's up to you to use these 3 advantage points in your own business with your own idea. And who knows, maybe next time we'll be traveling to feature you in our next ambitious adventure.
Price chopper.